Welcome to the Incoherent Podcast. Welcome back for episode 11 of the Incoherent Podcast. I'm joined with Zach and Hoover. What have you boys been getting around this weekend?
Played a bit of Mud Runner. Found out the young fella's got subscription for PlayStation, Xbox. I should be able to hook into that to just start off with.
You're still going to need your own subscription to be able to play online.
Yeah, I will do that eventually when I work it out.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he can get
cheap
around
one.
you, Braze at the moment because he doesn't.
Yeah,
He got the one console, so they both can't play it at the same time.
And it's
no,
in his room at the moment too.
Yeah.
isn't it your
Anyway,
house?
Hey,
I just want to start with hi Jason, hi Hoover.
Isaac.
Yeah, so you'll be right with using Braze Buddy memberships to start with. Get some online experience and go from there. I was thinking about that the other day. To get you onto Arc, we'd have to download Evolved because the PlayStation 5 version's ascended, so you wouldn't be able to play that one with us. I actually only uninstalled it a couple of weeks ago to get rid of some memory, but that's all right. I still got it.
Yeah, should be alright. What have you been up to, Zach?
Not a great deal, obviously working away, so spend the weekend driving home and spend a bit of time with the kids. Went and attempted to start the Christmas shopping. That was a shit show. We're probably going to skip Christmas this year and move straight on to 2026.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
It'd be a lot cheaper. I mean, save money on presents for the kids and spend more money on some new games out this week. Project Motorsport's out this week. After watching all the info on Call of Duty, it will stay for sale because I will not be buying that.
No, there's been nothing but complaints about that, eh?
Yeah.
So, in all the videos I've seen, it's a bit creepy, but Battlefield's still going strong, I reckon. So,
Don't understand what they've tried to do with Call of Duty. I really don't know. I like the old Black Ops and the original Zombies. Zombies in the last one wasn't too bad, and they reckon this Zombies is quite similar, but yeah, other than that, they've changed the game.
don't like downloading them anymore because of console space, basically. And every time I go to try to play it, you've got to wait an hour and a half for it to download. So, for updates. But I prefer playing Battlefield anyway. The physics in it and the gameplay, I prefer that. It's more fun for me. So, yeah.
one game that I want to actually get. You might know it. It's that zombie game. It's always on riding around on the motorbike,
Days gone.
finding all the finding all the highs, and then just throwing cocktails at them and just setting them on fire and shit like that. That's one game I want to play and get.
Yeah, Days Gone's not too bad. Pretty sure that might be free on the PlayStation Store too.
Yeah,
That's only story mode. I don't think that has online.
Yeah,
What's it called? Days Gone.
Yeah.
Was it Days Gone we were playing?
We did
was
play
it
Days
DayZ?
We played Days Gone for a bit,
Yeah.
but it wasn't online. We were just playing single player, and then I think just forgot about it, to be honest.
Yeah. What was the other one we were playing only a couple of months ago? I think it was DayZ maybe.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think you've played DayZ.
So it was. I remember you falling into the bottom of some house.
No, that's 7 Days to Die.
That's the one.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's a good one, that one. I forgot about that game. I like Days Gone.
I reckon we get Hoover into Green Hell.
Days Gone's not free. Never mind that. Get him into what?
That's all right.
Green Hell.
Green Hell is free. I seen that there today, and I was actually going to mention that one's free.
Yeah, Green Hell was a good game.
And that is online.
Still is a good game.
I still want to play the VR version. So, I haven't had
Hey,
it.
also, I've been flicking through TikTok there the other day, and I've been watching this game one. Been watching it for ages, and then I'm thinking, oh yeah, it wouldn't be a bad game. Game it is.
If you tell me
Rust.
Fortnite, you're off the podcast.
It was Rust.
Where our old mate build the shelter, and then he put the shotgun trap in it, and as soon as they walk in, they just got blown to smithereens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Rust is life.
I've been watching that for ages. Did not know what it was, and then I started watching it, and then I seen it come up, and I'm like, oh, now I know what it is.
Yeah, well, it's probably a a good turn point there when this new Steam system comes out. This for the console, it'll be maybe you don't buy the PlayStation 5 even. Maybe you just buy that
The game.
Rust is free right now.
on PlayStation.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking if rather than getting a PS5, maybe Hoover just waits and buys the new PC console, so he gets all the PC versions of games. Nine times out of 10, the PC versions are a lot more in depth and it's a lot better. Rust on PC, which is what you would have been watching those reels on, is far better than console version. Console version was rubbish.
We still haven't played. We haven't played console version in a while though.
I pop in and out every now and then. I haven't played it for a couple of months, but they're slowly getting better. I still read up on all the updates, and they're slowly amalgamating a lot of the things from PC Rust across the console. Just taking ages because the PlayStation just can't keep up compared to. So that'll be interesting to see what happens with that console, the PC console. I can't think of the name of it now. Maybe just buy one of them, Hoover. Put one on order now.
What PC?
Yeah, or the console. The Valve. Yeah, the Steam machine, the Valve. I just don't know about controllers.
You can use any controller on it.
But I only seen that in one video I watched that. All the other videos I've watched, they haven't said or shown anything about using any other controllers. So it'll be, if you can use your PlayStation controller, well, I'm all for it because they're by far the best controller out there.
I think it's the Steam Box by Valve. That's not called the Valve.
Oh, same thing.
Yeah,
close enough.
I'm optimistic about it because it's the exact thing that we've talked about before, where I said easy plug and play, and I can play laptop games, I can play computer games, PC games. I don't have to worry about is it on console, isn't it on console. I just went and jumped on my laptop today and was surfing through to see how much Sons of the Forest is. Come across the fact that I've got a subscription for Microsoft. It's got all the PC games in there as well, and I ended up playing Football Manager 26 to check that out because it cost me the subscription price. But being able to play all of them sort of games and that on the PC, it kind of covers everything. I'm really optimistic about it, and it's supposed to be more affordable than what the Xbox is going to be with its.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I think it'll still be plus of $1,000.
No, it's only supposed to be the same as what a PlayStation is. So about $700.
PlayStation's plus of $1,000 at the moment.
Well, it comes out. It comes out the start of next year sometime. So it's supposed to be getting released.
It'd be interesting when they do release it, whether it pushes PlayStation and Xbox to either hold off a little bit on their releases and really fine tune, or whether they're gonna rush them out and try to compete with sales.
I think it'll be there as a competitor, but I don't think it's gonna worry PlayStation. Might worry Xbox because Xbox has been struggling a little bit, but PlayStation's been killing it.
But Xbox, what they've got to worry about is that Microsoft subscription.
We're saying with the Xbox that we don't know whether it includes that VR or anything. The Steam Box does. You can put your Mega Quest and that to it, so you can play cricket.
I know. Don't worry. I'm
I'm
all over this.
You'll already have it lay-by, I reckon.
Amanda asked me the other day what I wanted for Christmas, and MetaQuest, straight up.
I don't know if our laptops will run it.
I'll figure it out.
Fair enough. Let me know if it does, because I can get the adapter and use me VR2 on my laptop.
You get the Black Friday sales. So, MetaQuest was on sale the other day.
Yeah.
So save a couple $100.
No, that'd be fair enough. So
Wonder if I can write it off tax wise if I don't get it for Christmas. So,
Yeah, there's Dig VR where you drive excavators and just be a training simulator. I don't know if it actually can be a fucking training simulator. Just say it is. Whoever's convinced he's sold. You do
Oh,
heaps good as a tax auditor, eh? Just believe everybody.
Hoover is going to have it set up in the crib room at work. The fucking trainees, new operators coming through.
Just thinking about it.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm excited for the Steam box. I think so. Yeah, you
yeah,
find out. Hey, I think it'll just change everything. It'll be console, and you can play PC games on it, which doesn't limit you to very much.
I like the idea of it, that plug and play. I do a lot of my PC gaming on the laptop anyway, so I can take it with me just about anywhere. I've got it in front of me. I've got the PlayStation hooked up over there. There's not many places that gaming areas don't go with me.
Yeah,
Need something to do while I'm cooped up in the caravan. So, yeah, if I can limit that and only have to take one thing with me rather than everything, it'll be a lot more easier that way as well.
Did you watch the review for Ashes or the Cricket 26
Which one? I've watched that many over the last
videos?
couple of days.
No, the one that
Yeah,
came out today. The
the
review.
that gameplay one.
Yeah.
I did. A lot of things that have been leaked, yeah, they're going to be in the game. There's a few things that, from what I was watching, that need some fine tuning, but yeah, I can't wait till later on this week.
Yeah. Well,
I
I'll
was-
probably just be getting Project Motorsport, and then that'll be me done. I'm not getting cricket this week.
until
So
I ring
right.
you and tell you that it's good and you'll get it.
When did that happen?
2 days ago,
Tough
told you
luck.
FC26 is good. And you're like, I don't believe you. And then now you've got it just to see if I was telling the truth or not. And this is
It
why
is
you
better.
can't have.
It's better than the last one.
This
I
is
reckon
why
the
you can't
gameplay is
have
better.
nice. This is why you can't have nice things.
I do have nice things.
You're always buying games. That's what I tell you. They're good.
Half the time I just get them because they're discounted and stuff. I
Yeah.
don't normally play full price. Battlefield was different, but
Yeah. Well, it wasn't discounted when I was looking at it the other day, so I got the free trial and a couple of hours into that trial now. But yeah, I'll probably end up getting the full game.
Yeah, I put a couple of hours into it today, and it's not too bad. And then I jumped over, and like I said, I was playing Football Manager 26, which I so far like the old one a little bit better, but I think once I get my head around the new one, it probably won't be so bad. Just little nuances. That's about it. When you apply for jobs, you can't just apply for all of them. You've got to go through individually and click them, and yeah. So I don't know. I might be just doing something wrong.
You'll also get bored of it. It did with Football Manager 25.
Oh, I did play that for friggin' ages. 24. They didn't make 25, remember?
Yeah. But either way, you got bored of it because you only played it because your finger was rooted because you tried to chop it off.
No, I've always liked the Football Manager games. I never had a laptop to play them on. I downloaded the console one the other day to see what the differences actually were in the two and try to remember it to talk about it, but I didn't end up playing it. So I know there's a big difference and it's watered down.
Yeah, I didn't like the console version. I got rid of it after about an hour. I just couldn't get around it at all.
No, that's why I like it on the laptop. I can use my mouse, click on it and stuff like that. It's heaps better than trying to use a controller with a mouse thing. But no.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing I'd like to see Football Manager do is when it comes game time, you get to watch an actual game rather than a few dots moving around, or you get to take part in playing it like you can on FIFA and stuff like that.
I don't think it'll ever be that you can play it, and I think you can set up in settings so that you can watch the whole thing. I'm not sure, but because you watch the highlights and stuff when they.
Yeah, but I've never gone right into settings and that. You see some people that pretty much is their life. That's what they do. But yeah, I do like it bit of fun. It's something different. On FIFA, I like that manager mode, and that's what I'm excited about with the new cricket. Like I was saying to you earlier, hopefully their manager mode starts at club level like you do as a player, and you can coach a club and then get selected to move into state and take on state teams or an IPL team or something like that. Yeah, hopefully you don't just pick the best and stick with them.
That's what I'd be hoping as well. There's a little bit of depth into it anyway, so
It might start simple, being that it's the first one out.
Yeah.
And then they progress and add things as things go on.
Yeah. Hoover.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of a game called Far Cry?
I think so. I think I have.
You think you have? But you wouldn't have played it?
No, I don't think so.
Well, there are Far Cry games that are on the store as well. So you can write
Yeah.
that down on your list, Far Cry. Any one of them. Far Cry 3, outstanding. Probably one of my favourite games ever.
Righto.
4's alright. 5's not too bad. 6, I didn't mind 6, but I didn't love 6. But Far Cry 7, they announced that the next one's probably going to be in Alaska. So they do settings of where they are. Far Cry 3 is on an island somewhere.
I like Primal.
You liked Primal. I've never played Primal.
Primal was different. I didn't play a lot of the Far Cry series. I think it was 3 when they were on the island. And then I just sort of dabbled in a few of the others. But yeah, I didn't mind Primal.
Well, I've had 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I've either completed or near completed nearly all of them as well. But they're just really good stories. You basically, most of them, you're stranded somewhere. So you're a far cry from civilization, and you've got to fight your way through it. And yeah, it's an open world game and stuff. You probably enjoy that one. So, but I'm looking forward to Far Cry 7, especially if it's set in Alaska. But they've got a new thing where you've only got a certain amount of time to rescue your family. And I put a video up of it the other day. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be thrilled with that, because if you get past that time limit, you've got to start paying all over again. I understand what they're going for, but yeah. And then they're also going to have a multiplayer extraction mode, which is sort of like Ark Raiders, which Zach's been talking about lately. He hasn't played it, but we'll keep posted. So
it's getting there. It's actually the few people I've been watching, it was more of a PC game, and then I realised that it's actually on console. So yeah, I could be getting 3 games this week.
Yeah, I've been looking at it, and the thing is, it's only $54. It's not expensive too.
I reckon the cricket's going to be reasonably cheap too, only around that $50 mark.
Oh, that'd be alright.
Yeah, so it was around 5,000 rupees from what they were saying. So about that $50 Australian, but it's only going to be about 4,500 rupees now in India. So I wouldn't be too surprised if we pick it up. $50.
Yeah, well, we've only got a week. We'll find out how much it's going to be anyway. But what are your thoughts?
But
you know what?
Like 3 days.
You've played Far Cry games. What's your thoughts of it being in Alaska?
And take us back to Call of the Wild, and I really liked that map. Chasing moose and everything. That draws me in from my own background, from that hunting, going shooting, pigging and whatnot. I've always wanted to go shooting in Alaska, so those gaming modes where I can get to Alaska, let's go.
Yeah, I want to go to Alaska. I think me and Amanda were doing a cruise around Alaska, but in Alaska after we got back from our cruise last year. So yeah,
she'll probably push you overboard. Speaking of the motorsport, I actually haven't seen too much of it. Is it still being released this week?
Yeah, it is. I've seen heaps.
Yeah, see,
it comes up every now and then. I see it. It'd be an algorithm thing, because I also know that they're doing a V8 Supercars DLC in June, July next year, as well for the actual V8 supercars in it, which is, as a fan of V8 supercars, it's a bit exciting. So be able to do a proper Bathurst. Yeah.
Holden and Ford.
No, that'd be Toyota, Camaro,
Nah, that's not proper.
Mustangs.
Wrong Bathurst, mate.
Keep living in your box. You got to go forward eventually.
That's where you're going uphill up Conrad, aren't you?
No. Nope. Definitely coming downhill. Any game and stuff pique your interest this week, Hoover?
Oh, look, I've been looking at a few. See, I don't mind those zombie games. We're playing Mud Runner a bit more now. I was talking to the young fella Bray, and he said, "Oh yeah, Snow Runner is pretty good." But yeah, it's just a matter of getting them, sitting down and getting them, and just start playing them again. I used to play a lot of games when I was younger, but just haven't had time recently. Before, I was always away for work, and
Yeah.
I never took it with me because by the time I finished work, I was just having tea, going to bed. Now that I'm home
Understand that.
more, so yeah,
No, I can
getting
understand
around
that.
a bit more.
A farming simulator.
Yeah.
I looked at the construction one as well.
Yeah.
I couldn't get around it.
I like the
Yeah.
construction one. When
Yeah,
you look right into it, and then you watch them online, and they're friggin' set up whole operations to dig shit out and everything. It's pretty cool.
I seen one there the other day. It had the dozer. He was going through, ripping, pushing up to the excavator, and then the excavator was feeding the screening plant and all that. Like what I've been doing for the last fair few
Yeah, you
years
can
and all
sit at
that. And
home and do it.
I'm like, yeah, great. I spend 14 hours a day doing that, and then come home and play it again.
Yeah. Fair enough. Maybe farming simulator. You can drive a
Yeah,
tractor.
yeah,
at least you got GPS mode.
yeah. That's right. Just put it on, walk away, come back.
Yeah.
I think because of the amount of hours you work and that those types of games where you can just turn it on, play for an hour, and then turn it away. Those will be the ones that sort of pique your interest more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think, Call of the Wild. That's a big one for you, and then we can all jump on the same map then. Like,
Yeah.
as long as you play it on PlayStation, don't worry about Xbox. So
yeah. No, I don't like Xbox. I don't like the controllers. The controllers just weird.
yeah, they feel bulky. I don't know. I don't like them either. But
You get used to it, I suppose.
no,
Some
I
people
can't.
prefer the Xbox ones to the PlayStation ones, so
Yeah, well, Jonesy's he's one of those lefties.
yeah. He's strange. Yeah. Well, just want to jump on the sport,
Obviously, big one this week, Ashes.
and I'm not sure how it's going to go, to be honest. Bowling's down, got a few injuries, so it could be a tight one. Hopefully, Australia runs away with it, but yeah.
Yeah, it's in Perth. They got that bit extra bounce over there. England got lucky in their warm-up match because the Lions declared if the Lions bat on a bit longer, probably plays out a draw. I don't think England really had that punch to do them over. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's the Ashes.
Yeah,
They're going to be up for it.
Yeah, both teams will definitely be up and
lot of-
swinging for it.
A lot of talk in the media, lots of different things, and lots of old players trying to sort of light that fire for each team. This is the first test for a long time that Stark will open the bowling without either Cummins or Hazelwood. So whoever gets that rolls,
Yeah.
that'll be an interesting one.
Yeah.
Whether they go with Scotty or whether they dog it, maybe, I don't know. It's a big fight to see who's going to get that last sort of position. So
When's the teams get announced?
possibly tomorrow evening, maybe Thursday morning. I'm not entirely sure. I've just been.
What day is the first game? I'm just trying to work it out for work.
You'll be at work because it's over the weekend.
So I get the first 3 days day shift and then the last 2 nights.
Yeah, so it starts Friday.
Yeah.
As in this Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 21st kicks off. So yeah, it'll be Thursday evening that teams get released, or Thursday morning sometime. So
The first bowl being bowled. Is it like a day game or?
1 over Western Australian time. So
So it'll be 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
No,
nah,
I
it'd be
think
10 o'clock for us.
Oh yeah, we're in front of them, aren't we? Yeah.
So, no,
no,
we're
it's the other
behind
way
them.
around.
We're behind them.
They'll start at 10 in Perth.
They'll start at 10, and then we'll
We'll
get
get
it
it
at
about 1 o'clock.
righto.
Because I think 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock's about this time that they normally start cricket. So,
Yeah, because
well,
what it
best
will be.
matches.
10,
Yeah,
10:30.
Yeah.
it's all right. I'll be able to get onto the ABC app again and listen to it.
Channel 7 app. So
Nah, it's
that that
ABC's so much better to listen
that
to
that
sport
that
on.
is the big one this year. The Ashes not being on Channel 9. I don't know if I like it. I'm just so used to it. Cricket's been on 7 now, but I don't know.
I'll
I
watch it on
just,
KO anyway. I'm pretty sure the Ashes is on KO. They've been advertising it.
yeah, to be on there.
So
I
much
don't know.
better watching it ad free.
Yeah, but it's reasonably ad free on free to air anyway.
Yeah.
I was going to
So
say the gridiron's not ad free on KO.
No, it's not.
Fuck
You're
me,
right.
mate. They throw some ads out there on the gridiron. I watched it there the other day with our messages. Fuck me, there's some ads.
Yeah. You get used to it. That's what I've said to Zach before. Because people go, oh, it's too slow, there's too many ads and stuff. The way to get right into American football and stuff, watch the college one. They're heaps faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's heaps faster. And it also depends with the NFL what stage of the game they're at. If they're trying to slow the clock down and call timeouts, there is heaps of ads. But if they're trying to hurry things up and rush things, there isn't. That's when it gets all exciting and stuff. Because you can go through the first half of a game and it not really mean much until that last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Well, that's the thing. The Broncos in Kansas City, the third quarter and that went heaps quick. Fourth
Yeah,
quarter dragged on.
yeah, because
And
they
I
would have.
just,
It was a tight game, so they would have been trying to drain the clock and take their time and do this and do that. There is restrictions around it. They've got heaps of stoppages and stuff. Obviously, they stop for every set in that, but there's still only, I think it's 30, 40 seconds between each play. So
well, their last play pretty much went on for 2 minutes. The
yeah,
way it was going.
yeah, because that's what they do. You get to the 2 minutes, you get the 2 minute warning, which is a mini break, and then you've
Yeah.
got 3 timeouts each. So that's 6 timeouts that you can use in that period. And even
Yeah.
the timeouts, you can use your 3 timeouts in the first half, and then you get 3 more timeouts in the second half. So that slows it right down. But yeah, it it's all right. Once you get used to it and know what you're watching and stuff, it's not so bad. So
That's really the first game that I've sat down and watched
yeah,
of it.
yeah,
Like I kept checking what time it started, and then I just flicked it on, AO, and then just sat it next to me and
yeah.
just listened to it. And every now and then I'd have a look at it, and yeah, it wasn't a bad game actually.
No, it's pretty good. That would have been a really good game. The same with the Ravens game because they only just got away with that as well. Yeah,
um,
no, starting to get exciting. I watched the Cowboys play the Raiders today. There was a little bit of, the Cowboys won fairly easily. So yeah,
as they do in the NRL as well.
yeah,
We do beat the Raiders
yeah. I didn't say you didn't.
quite easily.
Mm.
But you're just talking about last plays. What about the first play in the Bruins Montreal hockey game?
Wild, eh?
I love hockey.
They just dropped gloves.
I'm pretty sure there was a glove on the ice before the puck.
Well,
No, there
that's
was. There was. That was right at the beginning of the game. They just threw their gloves and just started swinging.
Yeah, so apparently something happened in the warm up.
he was doing something to the bench.
Yeah,
Something.
so
Yeah,
but see what I mean? And I said to you about this with the NRL, the push and shove and everything.
yeah,
And you were talking about not missing it because it's been out of the game now for so long. But
yeah.
if something like that happened in the NRL and it was just everyone just stayed out of it, let the two fucking big boppers go at it, and then they just went
Well,
their
the thing
separate
is,
ways, get sent for their, even if you had rather than 10 in the bin, have a 20-minute spell, see you later.
yeah. The thing
Both
is,
players gone.
you can throw punches. It's just you got to justify the reason for it, I suppose.
Oh yeah, you've got to be to cop the consequence, and you got to be
Yeah.
able, said justify it. But
And
it's just
sometimes,
been rubbed out of the game.
yeah, I
So,
understand that. And I tell you, it's actually a bit funny that when you sent that video, I was sitting there, I just finished watching the NFL game, and I was just flicking through KO, and they had the Anaheim Ducks playing the Utah Mammoth in ice hockey. That was a very, very good game. It got right down to the third quarter. With 4 seconds remaining, the Ducks scored a goal to level it up and go into overtime, and then went on to win it in overtime.
yeah, right.
There was 4 seconds left on the clock. Ice hockey is unreal. I'm right into ice hockey at the moment.
Ice hockey can just change that too. Like
Yeah. Oh,
one
it's so
play can
fast.
just change the game. And I think
Yeah.
that's what you got that little bit of a draw to it is because it's so fast. It's constantly
Yeah.
going.
Unpredictable. Putting bets on it we have, just blindly just throwing bets on things because of the odds and that, it's fucking stupid because it can go either way. There's no...
The hockey was on Channel 9 there on the weekend, actually, and I had it on. I
on
don't know who
Saturday.
was playing. Yeah, I don't know who was playing, but yeah, I just had it on.
Yeah. I reckon that'll be one of the next big sports to grow over here. Eh?
Well, they've got it at Warner's Bay there. So.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they've
no,
got
I know that. Oh, they've got it on KO. They put those games on KO and that. I seen that not long ago. They had the final on there. That's not what
Yeah.
I mean. I mean NHL. I reckon it's going to take off a little bit now that they've got it on Channel 9 and it's more accessible. I think it'll get people more excited about it. And I think it's fun to watch just to have it there. It's just quick. It's exciting. I don't know what's going on, but still, I've got a fair idea of what's going on. But yeah, it's good.
Well, if the games start like Bruins and Montreal, I'll watch it every week.
Yeah.
Well, the one on Saturday there, old mate got smashed in the face by the hockey stick, and then I'm guessing it was 2 plays later. Old mate that hit him, his sticks just snapped in half, and he's on the ground.
Yeah.
But that's the whole
I don't
reason.
know how it happened.
That's the whole reason I buy the NHL games is just so I can fight the opposition. I got no idea what the fuck I'm doing. And just get that puck, put it in the back of the net, and punch on the people.
But in ice
Power
hockey,
shot.
they've got players that go on there just for that, so they can take certain
100%.
players out of the game and
Yeah.
put them in the box and shit, so they can less people on the ice. It's a strategic thing. It's not.
Yeah,
And
maybe I missed my calling.
No, there's a new sport now that's friggin' ice boxing where they're in ice hockey shit and they just
Yeah.
start flogging fuck out of each other in a
Hey, have
little
you seen
ice
that?
arena.
You
Hey?
seen that one, the downhill luge, the ice?
Yeah,
fuck,
that's been around for a
on the
while.
ska-
That looks cool. It's ice hockey cross. It's cool.
Yeah, fuck,
Yeah.
they get fucked up in that.
Yeah, but even
Like
the
you
luge.
see them going over the jumps and doing backflips, not meaning to,
Yeah.
knocking themselves out.
Yeah. No, it's wild once you start putting ice on shit. It's
Mm.
crazy. I'm pretty sure I watched an ice gridiron game once.
Yeah,
Like-
right.
Yeah, they tried playing gridiron on the ice and it was chaos.
I
So,
played soccer in the snow, and that was shit.
what sport would you put on ice to make it more entertaining? Surely cricket's up there.
No.
You're not putting cricket on ice?
No
Tennis. Tennis would be a good one.
Tennis would be all right.
Bit of ping pong.
Ping pong on ice?
But no, you can't put cricket on ice. That's silly.
Why?
Because why would you ruin such a great game putting it on ice?
Because it would be funny to watch. Have you watched the European Cricket League where they're fucking
Well-
stupid?
What about? Nah, it's not really.
Well, see,
sport.
they've done sprint cars on ice
Oh,
Well,
really?
before.
That'd
I
be
was
good.
yeah,
sort
they've
of
done- yeah.
thinking cars. Remember at the back of Maitland, you had the little, I think it's still there, the RC track for the remote
Yeah.
control
Yeah.
cars.
Yeah, it's
Put-
still there.
Putting them having an ice one.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, no, they had a whole race meeting on ice. The sprint cars, everything, late models.
Yeah. Well, I
And
know
all
with
they done was they just put little screws in their tires.
yeah, with the ice
Yeah.
hockey, they do the arena series now too. So they've got their normal one where they're in their like ice rings, and now they've got stadium series where it's outside and they just put a fucking ice hockey rink in the middle of a football stadium, soccer
Yeah.
stadium. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And so they can get 100,000 people to come watch it and shit. It'd be pretty good atmosphere.
I suppose it's similar to moving cricket pitches and all that. Really, the
Oh,
rings that
those
they'll be able to be all frozen
those ice
cooling
hockey rings, you'd
systems.
be surprised at how thick that ice is. It's not that thick at all, and it's
Have you
painted
have,
to look that.
have you seen them demolish one of them?
Yeah,
An ice hockey ring?
yeah,
Fuck man, they get right into it. Like that ice is pretty thick,
yeah.
and
But that's what.
all the sides pull away, and they just shovel everything into the sides and big
Yeah,
drains.
yeah. I've
Yeah,
seen people on TikTok that have their own homemade ones that they put up for the winter time and just fill it up with water and let it freeze while it's snowing. So they've got
yeah,
their own little ice hockey rink out the back, and it's just plastic things that just clip into each other.
yeah.
Like,
It's a bit warm here to do that.
yeah, it is. Unfortunately, that'd be pretty cool.
Go out and throw a heap of sand, so when they're skating
Yeah.
around,
Hey, I've woke up a few mornings up Zach's way there and gone onto the ROM, and instead of being black with coal, it's been white.
yeah,
Yeah, we had it hail. It hailed at work one day, and the road was just white. And I called up and asked if we had snow delays, and they just called me an idiot. Yeah,
so they know you personally then.
pretty
Yeah.
much. Pretty much. On some NRL news, Lomax is gone, and Haas is apparently thinking about staying. He's not sure about going to 360. And the only reason that I bring it up is Peter Volandi's come out and said, even though Pappenhausen and Lomax have been released from their contracts before they've negotiated, they're still going to be accountable to the 10-year ban. So Pappenhausen and Lomax will not be back in the NRL.
I think that's bullshit because all he's doing is trying to trap all the players in the NRL now and not let them go nowhere.
Yeah, well, he's got a business and a product that he's got
Yeah.
to protect. I can understand why he's doing it. So I think the whole thing's been a bit of an overreaction because we've had other codes and that steal players and stuff all the time.
I was saying nothing has been actually announced. There's no website, nothing of
No,
360 at all.
no,
You can
no.
search it as much as you want, you won't find a thing about it.
I was under the
Um,
impression that it was all Saudi backed, but apparently nobody knows. They
yeah,
don't from.
they say, oh yeah, where they're going to be played and all that,
Yeah,
but yeah, there is no information at all on it.
there's absolutely nothing, and that's why Haas is sort of backing out of it because he's not convinced with it because there's just nothing with it. And another thing that they said, all these rugby league players are getting mentioned about going to 360. They haven't heard anything about any rugby players going and playing it.
No, that's right. There's been no rugby players,
No.
anything. It's just all NRL players.
Yeah. So, yeah. I did see that apparently Pappenhausen and Lomax are going to look at trying to get a run in the Major League Rugby in America as well. So,
I heard Lomax was going to Japan.
I watched a video today where they said they were going to seek to go and play rugby in the
America.
US.
Yeah.
So, it might be Japan. I
But
don't
see,
think it really matters.
I still haven't seen anything to say that Pappenhausen's even going over there yet.
No, I think it's just been that he was one of
think-
the players mentioned. He pulled out of his contract out of nowhere.
Yeah, Lomax was very open about it from the start, and he said that he'd very much consider it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And right up until when he was released the day before, he was still open about going. But Pappenhausen, I haven't seen anything to say that he's even considering it. Everything's still, he's taking this time for family reasons to reset his life. So
yeah. But in saying that, if I was in Pappenhausen's shoes with his injuries and getting towards the end of his career, he's won grand finals. He hasn't played Origin, hasn't played for Australia, and probably not very likely to. There's probably a few players ahead of him in it. If he did go to Rugby 360, I wouldn't blame him. That's going to set him up for the rest of his life, and he doesn't have to prove anything in the NRL. He was at the top of the game there for a while, so.
And that's probably he'll look at that over the next few months.
Yeah.
And if he does go to America and gets that fine tuning on rugby skills,
yeah.
Do you think Lomax actually finally gets to play centre?
I don't know what he's going to play in rugby, to be honest.
I think he'd be a good outside centre.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's got that in-game kicking game to play on the wing or to play fullback.
No.
So I think an outside centre is probably his role over in rugby.
He'd play wherever Gaznia played when he went to French rugby. He'd be the same sort of thing. I think that's what it was. It was like outside centre, inside centre maybe. He'd probably play inside centre because he can throw a pass if need be. But
yeah, but in saying that, he does have that goal kicking ability. So being able to kick the ball, he should be able to do it playing on the wing or a little bit different fullback wise, a bit more.
From a fan point of view, I'm not exactly 100% sure why they're chasing someone like Lomax. I don't think Lomax has done anything. He's a good player, but he's not one of the best wingers that have ever been. He's solid.
But when you look at players that have been mentioned, those outside backs that have been mentioned, and then you go and look at their try scoring highlights reel, you look at those big flashy tries, they're half turned upside down, scoring tries in the corner, and I think that's their draw card, bringing that flashy flair to the game, and it's going to bring spectators into this new thing. So I think that's where the likes of Lomax and that are getting mentioned so much.
What if we find out we come next year that Rugby 360 is actually a rugby league competition and not a rugby union competition? Because that sort of style of play doesn't really suit rugby.
Well, that's the other thing. Is actually going to be a mixture of both.
I don't know. Maybe it's a completely new code altogether. Maybe they're going to take the best from both competitions.
Well, that's the thing. Rugby 360 has actually thrown out big money for the whole West Tigers team to not even actually look at them as well.
That didn't actually happen. I've seen the same thing. That's not real.
It because it hasn't actually been officially announced as a competition. There's nothing saying that it's actually rugby union. It's just rugby.
That's what I mean. There's only minimal information that it's going to be global on all of this stuff, but is it actually rugby union that they're playing, or is it a mixture of both or a hybrid version? We don't actually know. There's no information on it, just where they're located and where they want to play out of. If you was to look at both rugby codes, rugby league's the most exciting out of both of them. Very much think there's a lot that needs to come out in the next 12 months about what 360 is going to actually be and get the rules and everything to see what it actually is.
That's the thing. It starts in October next year. Supposedly.
Yeah, but at the same time, the Perth Bears, they are joining a national rugby league competition, let's say 14 months' time. They've already got a coach. They've already got a CEO. They've already started putting things in place to set up to join a competition where 360 is an entire new competition that needs, 6 or 8 teams?
They'd have to go for 8, wouldn't they? They'd have to be.
They did say how many it was supposed to be when they said where they were going to be located, like in New York and Miami and London, Dubai.
What interests me is they're saying about all these different locations. I'm very interested on how they manage fatigue and flying backwards and forwards. I know all the flights over there are a lot closer and it'd be not much different than a fly from Perth to Brisbane and whatnot, or Perth to New Zealand. But yeah, their whole draw and how they'll want as many games played as possible, I would say.
I don't think any teams were announced in Australia or New Zealand or anything like that. No. I think they're all like around that Europe, Americas, where the flights aren't that long.
Well, that's the thing.
Remember, you used to have the Wolfpack in the Super League. Yeah. They'll stay here for a month and play there for a month and stuff like that. But they still used to fly backwards and forwards.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Do they have it like around in each area?
Yeah,
so like round 1's in South Africa, round 2's in Dubai.
Yeah.
Round 3's like that. Do they do it like that?
Yeah. I honestly don't know. I don't know how they're going to run it, and that's what I mean. We don't even know what the competition actually is. It just seems weird that they're chasing rugby league players.
So pretty much every round's magic round.
Maybe. They could do that. that doesn't really give you a home base to represent, though. You kind of just you're only really playing for the money, aren't you?
And you're only playing at home once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, according to AI, R360 is a rugby union competition, not league. But I guess that's probably because it's been talked about so much as it being rugby.
Yeah.
They don't. That's just what they refer to union.
Unless you know what rugby league is and rugby union is differently, you think it's all just rugby anyway. You think it's all the same.
Yeah. Yeah, governing body, R360, new rebel competition, not recognised by official rugby union governing bodies. Format, 15-man union competition, but is expected to incorporate some elements of the rugby sevens format and franchise style model. Cricket to IPL. So yeah, you go into that franchise type thing.
Yeah.
National rugby unions have stated that players who sign with 360 will be ineligible to play in international and could face bans from their respective national teams.
So really, nothing much that we don't already know. There's still a lot of information that needs to come out if they're going to be setting all these things
100%.
up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But
Doesn't seem very well organised at this point, unless you have everything in place already before they had announced it, and now it's just working through the process of finding players. Well, it's all
Yeah.
well and good to come up with this idea, but
yeah. But as for Volandis coming out and saying that Lomax and that have played their last games, I don't agree with it. At the end of the day, the clubs released them before they signed with 360, and that's all Volandis said before. Anyone that signs with them would be banned for 10 years.
Yeah.
So that'd be on record somewhere, and Lomax's managers, and there'd be solicitors involved everywhere. And I don't think if 360 doesn't get off the ground, it doesn't go ahead, I don't think that they'll be banned because they haven't played a game.
Well, that's
No.
the thing.
Technically, if they do go to America, they've gone off. If America's recognised as one of the rugby world or part of that governing body, then yeah, they should be able to come back, be no different to Tuivasa Sheck or any of those that have been and gone in the past.
That's right. If they just go over and just play normal rugby union and then they don't sign with 360, or if they do go to rugby union and then say, yeah, righto, I'm not gonna worry about signing 360, are they gonna be allowed back?
Yeah, or they should be able to, technically speaking. If they go over and play in that American competition, then technically they're eligible to possibly play for the Wallabies in the World Cup next year before the 360 competition kicks off.
Yeah. See what happens. We'll find out in 12 months' time whether or not it goes ahead or not and see what it is. I think it takes a lot longer than just throwing money at players to make it a exciting competition anyway. So the only excitement around it's people seeing what it's going to be. So
yeah, I think we'll find out in the next 4 to 8 weeks. They're going to have to announce something and let people know. Otherwise, they're not going to get anyone to sign. They need to be able to give more information to be able to bring people across. And maybe the managers know more than what has been released to the public.
Well, from what I've seen and all of that, it's only one manager that's doing all this with rugby league players. It's Clint Shavosky. He's the manager of Pappenhausen. He's the manager of Dry Grey. I think it's all around him. So
maybe it's his own competition.
I don't think he has any part of it. He played rugby union for the Reds, so after his stint at Canberra. The friggin' World Cup qualifiers last weekend. Portugal is shoo-in to beat Ireland.
Yeah, they're still running around.
Ronaldo's not. He had a sit
Yeah,
down.
Yeah, Ronaldo went and had an early shower. Mind you, Ireland had scored with Ronaldo out there. So, yeah, fucking Portugal.
You'd still
Now,
think Portugal were a good enough team without Ronaldo, though.
yes, they should have been, but being played in Ireland, yeah, having that home ground, lot to play for.
Yeah.
Then they've
Well,
come out.
the whole thing compromises Portugal actually making it to the World Cup now.
Yeah,
There's a chance that they might not play in the World Cup, and this would have to be Ronaldo's last chance at a World Cup.
I did say that last time the World Cup was around.
Yeah,
Here
well,
he
that's
is.
true too.
And he could, playing over in that Saudi league, he could just quite easily coast along, play well enough that he gets picked for Portugal, and
Yeah.
really just focus on international duties.
He's already won a World Cup, though, hasn't he? Messi has.
Messi won a couple of years ago.
Ronaldo has not won a World Cup.
No, they won the Euros.
Yeah. I think that's what I might have confused it on.
It's Portugal won the Euros 2016, so even that 10 years ago since winning a major trophy.
Yeah.
Well, not nearly 10 years ago, major trophy. So, yeah.
A World Cup's not easy to win, though. There's some good sides in those national teams.
100%.
Well, when you go through Germany, Spain, Brazil,
Belgium.
England.
No, not England. England have got the players and the player base, but England just fall apart.
I do have a little bit of a segue for that, but I was actually surprised the other day. I was going through the list of European teams or the teams that haven't qualified for the World Cup yet because they're still doing their qualifiers, where Australia's already qualified. We qualified a while ago now. I'm still surprised how many teams haven't actually guaranteed their spot at the World Cup yet. From the European side of things, most other continents are pretty good, but
yeah,
I think it's because there's more teams or something like that.
Yes, it's probably harder in the Asia conference because there's only so many teams from each conference that can go through, and so from the Asia one, I think there may only be the 3 or 4 teams.
Yeah.
Don't quote me
you
on
can
that
get through other ways. So you've still got.
There are other avenues.
Yeah.
Top 2 or 3 from the group go through, or top 2 go through, and 3 and 4 go through the playoffs.
Yeah.
A lot of teams going through playoffs at the moment, so.
Yeah. No, it's good. They've been playing it this week. I've actually been getting really excited for the World Cup next year. It's in the US. We can watch it basically. It's not on it too bad. Well, I get better days and stuff like that. But most of it will be played over weekends and that.
I work for myself. I can just take the whole time off.
Yeah. Well, what is it? 4 weeks?
Yeah, but I'll just find somebody to work for me that month.
You're going to you just fly us over to America and just do it as a work cost.
Yeah, no.
We'll be temporary employees.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Did you see anything I sent before? We were going to North Korea to play in this golf competition.
Yeah,
we'll document it.
Yeah.
That'll get listeners. We'll go to North Korea and play golf.
Yeah. The thing is, will we make it back?
I looked at Amanda and I said, I just put a thing in so that we can go and play golf in North Korea. And I looked at her and she was looking at me and I go, that's the bad one. She goes, I know. Anyway, my segue before. So I know I've said on an episode before that I was at work listening to an audiobook called The League. And the last couple of weeks, I've already listened to that one of how they set up the NFL and all the owners come together to actually make the NFL and all the stuff that they come up against with like rival competitions and stuff like that. And it's really interesting and I highly recommend it. I've been listening to it on Audible, but there's one that I come across the other day because I went and searched and I was thinking, I wonder if there's one where they cover soccer. And I did. I found one. It's called The Ball is Round. And they go from the very beginning of when football was made and they cover off absolutely everything, and it goes for 56 hours, and I still haven't finished it. Driving around listening to the audio book. Anyway, but where you were saying about England, right? The reason that I go to a segue was when the World Cup first started, it was like Uruguay and stuff that were invited people to come and play in it. And England kept turning them down because they didn't want to do anything like that. So it's kind of in England is where football was created. It's where the rules were made. And it's why you've got rugby union, rugby league, all these other things. And they touch on that in the book, how you got all those codes that split off because they were trying to come up with rules. England is where it was created. So it's a big thing to them that they've got to win it. So it'd be a lot of pressure on that national team to uphold this is our sport when the rest of all the other countries do it. So I think that's what it comes down to, why England struggle with those big games a lot. I think that's what it comes down to a lot.
That's why you see so many of the fans on socials and news articles and everything about the coming home, because they want it to finally come home. And maybe one day will we see it? I don't know. England have got a lot of depth, don't get me wrong, but at the moment they've probably got one of the best sides they can put on the park for a while. So it'll be interesting to see how they go in the World Cup next year. So.
Yeah, yep. No, I'll be interested to see it. I just thought it was fascinating, and it's called The Ball Is Round. It's really long. I drive around in a truck for 12 hours a day, so I get time to listen to it. But there's a lot of interesting stuff. There's stuff about cricket in there. There's heaps of stuff. They go through every continent, every country, on how it's set up in that country and stuff like that. So I just wanted to do some book recommendations this week. I thought it was just interesting, that's all. So, yeah. Anyway, I think we might jump into our predictions this week, which we've changed a little bit, but we'll explain that. Our predictions are brought to you by Crosshair Pipe and Excavation. For all your pipe and excavation, polywelding, or general needs, head over to Zach's Facebook page, give him a follow, and you'll see if he can help you out or not with whatever you need. So I've been posting some stuff for what he's been doing. You've been playing with rocks this week?
Yeah, it's been a bit of a rocky situation at the moment on the subdivision I'm on. So about a metre deep of rock at the moment. Slow going, but yeah, persevere. We'll get there.
Yeah. So we've come up with a bit of we've been doing our predictions and try to make it a little bit more exciting or have a little bit more of a formula to it. Do you want to explain the rules, Zach, that you came up with?
So we mentioned last week about the golf shot for any games that we got wrong, simply because we actually had to re-record part of last week's episode due to technical difficulties, and one of Jason's games had already played prior to us re-recording. So he was already down one, lost us our multi.
And mine was
So
up.
we'd stitch him up and come up with the rule of facing the ping pong ball from a driver on the tee box. And then my multi failed as well, so I now have to cop one. Leading from that, we're going to tally up any of our predictions that we get wrong from now on out and come up with a little bit of a formula that if Hoover gets any wrong, I get to hit him with the ping pong ball, and for any that Jason gets wrong.
Did I get any wrong last week?
No, this is starting from last week, but yeah. We've only got to go to the 30th, which is next weekend, that you still haven't got back to me about. So
Hoover is safe at the moment, but knowing his betting record, he's bound to catch up pretty quick. So yeah, Hoover will shoot at Jason for any Jason gets wrong, and Jason has been trying to get me back for a lot of years now. We were playing King of Beers many years ago, and the rule that we played back then was the number 8 card landed as a slap card, and me and Jason been mates for a lot of years and fart-assed around and took the piss out of each other. He thought he'd won the lotto this day. He drew the number 8, first one of the game. He looked me in the eyes. He said, "I'm fucking taking you." And so he did. And it was about 3 rounds later.
No, it was the very next
That
card.
was the very next
It was
card.
the very fucking next card. I slapped her with everything that I had. And then fucking the very next card you picked up was another 8. And you just looked at me and said, "You're fucked." And then I'm pretty sure I had a concussion.
Yeah.
Trust me,
That
I don't forget. It was the very next card because you were sitting right next to me. Your turn was next. And you flipped over and you went, yeah, no, you're fucked. So, yeah.
So he did win the lotto, put it all on black, and lost.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Jason might get a little bit of revenge, maybe. And he gets to take his shots at me for any that I get wrong.
And Hoover's shooting at me.
Yeah. Hoover shoots at you. I shoot at Hoover.
Yeah.
I probably
Well, look,
get the best draw here.
I was going to say, you've got it safe here because Jono can't hit the ball straight.
I am probably better off standing on the edge of the tee box.
Or behind him.
So Johnson spends a lot of time in the forest searching for yowies and golf balls.
I really don't. But,
Yeah.
Masterbrook, he just spends most of the time on the practice range. Off the first tee off, straight on the practice range.
Every time, right after they practice, it's a bitch trying to find your ball.
Yeah, but
I'm a member at Musselbrook Golf Course now.
Good course.
When we go to Ridges, he tries to go swimming in a damn water.
Do go swimming. Yeah, that was that was a mistake. Anyway.
Yeah,
all right,
our predictions.
Wait. Hoover got both his long shots right last week, so congratulations, Hoover.
I was very confident in both of mine.
The Broncos only just got away with it.
Oh, no, they controlled that game.
Yeah, I do believe you said it was going to be 35-7.
Right. Add the scores up and you can make it, 33-7.
No, that was wrong.
Yeah.
And I do need to say, Zach did get right that Canberra would be the team that had missed out on Magic Round.
Yes, I do remember that.
Before we actually do our predictions, the other thing that we got right was for the last, this is episode 11, 12th episode all up. But since we started this podcast, we've been talking about how the NRL should reduce to 19 rounds, conferences, and go to 20 teams and all that stuff. And the NRL put out an article the other day saying that's what they're looking at, word for word for what we said. So, yeah, I'm guessing the NRL's listening to us. What do you reckon?
About 5 viewers.
We've got more than 5.
How many did we have this week?
This week? I think it was about 15 this week.
Yeah.
I listened 3 times.
Did you actually?
No, I listened once.
No. Usually Zach doesn't listen to it. So,
yes, I do.
Well,
listen to every episode, but I don't listen to it through the week. I wait till I'm driving home for the 4.5-hour drive that I've got in front of me.
All right, we'll get on to our predictions.
Listen here, don't make me bring that slap card out.
All right, Uva, you won last week. You're first.
I'm half confident with these. So what I am doing is I'm going for AFLW. They're into the semis. I'm going North Melbourne to win.
North Melbourne?
Yep. And then this one was a hard one. I'm going to go for a draw between Arsenal and Tottenham. The draw between the Hotspurs.
Tottenham Hotcocks.
Yeah.
Which is Hoover's team.
That's right. That's why I was saying it's going to be a very hard one to back against them there.
Yeah. Are you going to get up and watch it?
What time is it and what day is it played?
I have no idea. It's your team.
I think it's actually the 24th. It's played. I think it's a 5 o'clock game.
Oh, you can get up and play Project Cars or Project Motorsport and watch
What's that?
Tottenham play.
What day will that be? Sunday? That day.
I think that's through the week.
No, it'll be Monday morning.
Yeah.
Monday, yeah. That's all right. I'll be probably on my way to work that time, or I might even be at work.
Yeah, you can listen to it on the radio.
Yep. Cheering the whole way.
Yeah,
Zach, what's your predictions this week?
3:30 a.m. game. So you.
Yeah, I'll be up.
No, we're going with you, Jason.
All right, so my two best tips are that the Ravens are going to go on a 5 straight winning streak and beat the Jets this weekend, because I watched the Jets the other day and they weren't very impressive, and go Ravens. And I'm also going to jump on the Newcastle Jets to beat the Western Sydney Wanderers. So, what have you got, Zach?
So, EPL, this hurts. This actually hurts. I'm getting around Liverpool winning this week, beating the Forest. I'm still off the Forest. They did Ange dirty, got rid of him. Didn't give him long to turn them around. They can be relegated. Back to the Premiership they go. As for my other prediction, went with the Ashes. Game 1, having a bit of a look at the weather for Perth. Some rain around. It's a couple of days that more than likely going to get washed out with some good rain. So I've gone with a draw for Game 1. Australia's bowling lineup's depleted at the moment. I still think we've got enough depth that we can take wickets and control that game. But yeah, I think England will be up firing to sort of get a win. But I think a draw's on the cards.
No, I can agree with that. You got anything else this week?
The only thing left really is for anyone that's got this far in the podcast, this episode, we'd like you to all drop a gamer tag for Hoover.
Yeah. So Hoover's going to be setting up his own subscription eventually, and he needs his own gamer tag, and he hasn't got one. So me and Zach have our one. I change mine all the time, but at the moment mine's full anarchist or total anarchist, isn't it? Something like that. And yours is Rusty Reaper. So we've got to try and work out what the best name for Hoover is going to be.
I'm sort of leaning. I'm leaning towards the Hotspur Hoover.
Hotspur Hoover.
I'm open to whatever.
So for anyone out there got some ideas, jump on our socials, send them through Spotify, send them through in a message, do whatever you need to do. Let us know so we can get Hoover set up.
Yeah.
We can get some games in. We can start inviting some of our listeners to come join us.
Yep. We can do Battlefield servers. We can do, you name it. We might be able to do it. You know, if we start generating enough money through our bets, we might even set up a server for Ark or something like that. So, or even Rust have our own. Also, if you want to go over, give wherever you get your podcast from, Spotify, Apple, iTunes, whatever, go and give us a follow or a like on there. Also, go over and like the page and give us a follow there. And I've also set up a Incoherent Podcast listeners group on Facebook for everyone to go and listen to help try and communicate and get in touch with us. So, yeah, thanks for that. And I'll catch you next week.
See you later.
Thank you for joining Zach Hoover and I on the Incoherent Podcast. If you'd like to follow us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts from, also head over to our Facebook page and follow us there. We're also on Instagram, the Incoherent Podcast. Thank you. Bye.